everybody! So let's talk some trailers. I didn't get a chance to post a review of the recent Captain America Civil War trailer because I was traveling. And last night there was the Batman vs. Superman trailer, and so I thought it would be fun to just post about both of them and let you know my thoughts. And so let's get started and talk about the Marvel Captain America Civil War trailer. I was a big fan of Captain America Winter Soldier. I thought that it had real espionage feel to it with sort of a Mission Impossible feel. I really liked Bucky Barnes as a character, the Winter Soldier. I thought was really good. I liked Robert Redford. I liked the action. I thought it was a very, very entertaining, well-made film. Marvel fan, I think that they do a good job of handling tone, creating movies that aren't too drab, aren't too dark, but also aren't too silly, aren't too ridiculous. I feel like they manage that tone very well. One of the things I liked in the recent Age of Ultron was you get to see this encroaching fear on the part of Tony Stark on what's going to happen and sort of what he can do about it, and sort of a fear of his legacy and a fear of his friends. And I really feel like this Civil War is going to bring a lot of those fears to fruition. And you really saw that it's sort of building this tension over this friend at the core. And I like the fact that this really probably isn't going to have a villain. This is going to have this character of the Winter Soldier, of Bucky Barnes, that we are fighting over, and that they both see it from a different point of view. And I also liked the fact that the action appeared to be very small, aside from the one scene of the truck exploding. I liked that there was a lot of hand combat kind of action, and where it was 2 people, 3 people, a small group of people. I think that's going to be really cool. And, that is something that a lot of people fault Ultron for. I thought that it was still entertaining in a superhero movie kind of way. I liked it, and a lot of people didn't, but I did. The scene where Iron Man is holding Rhodey, and he's just very upset. Looks like that could be intense, and just sort of this battle of friendships. Here he's obviously, his friend is hurt in some way, if not dead, and sort of the conflict of also Steve Rogers and his friend that is hurt or that is in trouble. So I think that would be really good. So now let's talk about Batman versus Superman. I will state out front, I did not care for Man of Steel. I really thought it was a film without hope. And if there's anything that a Superman movie should be, it should be a film of hope. That's Superman. It's like having a film about Jesus without hope. It just doesn't work with the character, in my opinion. I think that it was drab. It was dull. I thought that it was violent, unnecessarily so, and just bleak, and I just didn't. I thought some of the product placement and some of the other choices felt really out of place and bizarre, and the CGI I didn't think looked very good. I didn't like it really at all. I was not a fan, and so I was not really excited about the sequel. And then they announced Batman vs. Superman, which had me sort of more intrigued, but it's still Zack Snyder, and so I was like, sort of some of the casting, I thought, this is weird, but whatever. And then the teaser trailer came out, and I was like, wow, this could be really cool. Sort of these 2 different ideas of justice and 2 different ideas of what is right and wrong and how to save people and what a hero is, battling back and forth between the darker version of Batman and the sort of Superman, which is, again, supposed to be more hope-filled. So I thought, oh, this could be really cool. And I thought the trailer totally sold me. And then this trailer came out, and I am back to being skeptical again. A few moments that I did like. I think if the trailer had ended at the 123-minute mark, I would have been much happier. I still think that Affleck and Cavill are going to be good together, and I thought their dynamic, their conversation when they were talking at the party, I thought was pretty good. I think having Bruce Wayne criticizing the Daily Planet and criticizing Clark Kent, I thought that back and forth was really good. I'm still not sold on Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. To me, it looks really silly. It screamed too, I'm a villain, haha, kind of a thing. It looked like something out of Schumacher Batman to me. I don't know. I didn't think it was good. And we'll see. I hope that they at least sort of give him, I hope it's just not pure camp, because I just don't see how that fits in at all with sort of this armor, darker style of Batman that you're having an older Batman to have this like young, ridiculous version of Lex Luthor just feels weird. But I still hope it'll be cool. I hope, and I also really like that scene where we saw in the clip where Superman is coming towards him. He pulls Batman's mask off. That looks great. That looks really cool. So all that I liked, but then we get this creature, I guess, called Doomsday. I didn't even know. I'm not a big comic book person. I didn't even know that was his name, but I guess that's what it is. And I thought he looked super lame. It reminded me of Spider-Man 3. And I just thought, why did we even need this character? Like, again, I'm no expert on the comic books, but wouldn't it be interesting enough to have Lex Luthor pitting these two heroes against each other, sort of playing off their different weaknesses and strengths, and Lex Luthor being the villain? Like, why do we need this Doomsday character? Like, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't understand. And then I've been so worried about Wonder Woman because it's kind of a corny character, and I just think that women have had such a tough time, except for the X-Men, in my opinion, in comic book movies. Black Widow has improved, and Wonder Woman just seems ripe for problems. It made me worried with the whole "I thought she was with you," kind of thing, and it just looked cheesy and corny. Told you, like, the whole movie, like, I could tell you exactly, basically what's going to happen in this movie. I would be shocked. They're against each other at the beginning, and their egos are against each other. Lex Luthor sort of pitting them against each other. Then Lex Luthor, like, has this Frankenstein moment where he creates this Doomsday character out of General Zod, and then the Doomsday character is so bad that that Batman and Superman have to work together with Wonder Woman that joins in for some reason, and they fight the Doomsday character, and Lex Luthor is probably not killed, or probably sort of squirms away so that he can be in another movie. Yeah, that's I think probably what's going to happen. And then at the end we'll get some winky thing about how, well, maybe we should work together more or something like that, and then you've got Justice League. So there you go. I don't know, that was a bummer to me. It was too much. It was too much information. It was too much stuff, and I just don't understand the need for this additional villain. I didn't get it, and so I'm not that excited about this movie again. So I went from being not excited to being excited to being not as excited anymore. But I am really excited about Civil War. But to be honest, the one I'm most excited about is X-Men Apocalypse, because the X-Men are my favorite of the superhero franchises. So there you go. Put in the comment section what you thought of both these trailers. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.